I request everybody to mute themselves and keep their cameras off. Thank you. So let us talk about why this signals and the preferences are super important. So here I'm going to talk about something related to geographical preference. So basically when you submit the geographical preference, then the programs, those who gonna review your profile, they value to your regional commitments. So for an example, somebody had an interest in New York or in the Midwest or in the South Atlanta or something else. So they see what exactly you want to do there, why you applied to my program, and if you apply to my program, your geography, your preference, and your interest aligns to me and my entire thought process of keeping you on a longer ground. Because whenever you join a residency program, the program thinks that you will be stay longer with them. You will be stay active with them. You will be giving them results in fellowships. So every single thing matters, and that's where they want to see you, whether you're compatible or comfortable enough in my region or not. So your regional commitment is very important. That's why here it is mentioned PD's worries about whatever you all actually show up and stay. If you indicate a preference to their states and the region they feel reassured, you will rank them seriously. End of the day, none a single program want them to be a part of SOAP, Supplemental Offer and Acceptance Program. Then the second one is the personal ties matter. Family, medical school, and the clinical rotation in a regional makes your application stickier to that area. So usually what happens being an IMG, since we are not much sure about which region to go ahead, they do two things. One is they find their families and their friend circles who already got placed in that particular region. So they simply submit the geographical preference as a particular region. On the second hand, where they rotated, they keep that preferences their first choice, and obviously that should be a first decision while making your geographical preference. So when you find what will be a first geographical preference, that should be a rotation where you did, because people knows you very well over there. You must have ties over there, you must have some networking over there that will help you to know your application and help you to shortlist your interview rounds. And the third one is cut through the application flooding. So if you do have a database, every program usually gets 3,400 to approximately 3,900 applications. That's an average one which I'm talking about. So out of these number of applications, they simply give the interviews to probably 400 to maximum 600 students, except few of the typical programs, those who ask for 1,000 interviews or 1,200 interviews. These are very exceptional ones. Rest of them are between 400 to 600 max to max. So they wanted to cut short that simply those who are not interested in their geographical region, they do not wanted to give the preference, or you should show something else to get that preference done. So in that way, your geographical preference plays a role to make you under this top list of a 400 to 600 students. Okay. Now let us something talk about the signals and the signal preferences. So when it comes to signal, so how many of you are aware about program signaling and where it exactly comes under? So is it a part of your ERAS, or is it a part of NRMP, or what exactly it is? I'll tell you the story. So in the ERAS section, you will get an opportunity to add your programs, right? So when you add a program, then you will get an option in the right hand side corner box. That's a drop down menu, signal. There is a word written signal, SIGNAL, signal. So under the signal, you have two options, gold, silver, none. So none is automatically there. Gold or silver, you have to select. So if you are applying for IM, internal medicine, you have 12 silver signals and 3 gold signals. So you have to select whether it's a gold signal or it's a Silver signal. Now, what is the difference between gold and silver? There is nothing a difference. It is like a platinum and gold program. So it is like gold is much heavier and silver is lesser. So you are giving most valued, limited valued, no valued. So if you are keeping this no option, like you will be not using these 15 signals, you will be losing your opportunity to show to 15 programs that you are actually interested in getting an interview call or ranking them post interview. So this becomes a very important part these days. The programs wanted to get their top funnel like this. Okay. So it is like your layer one is applicant, then is the geographical preference, and then are the signals, and then you come to the interview. So this is how your funnel and your channel is going to be. So shows your genuine interest. Since you all only get a limited number of signals using one teleprogram, you are a top choice of me. This helps you to stand out in the crowded field. Then the second option is the boost your interview chances. Obviously, NRMP data says the same, that probably 59% of those who got matched, they choose their signal preference and they got the match in in the program where they signaled actually. Then you have a strategic edge. Without signaling, a strong candidate might still be overlooked because the program assures they are just bulk applying. Signaling shifts into the serious pipeline. So keeping it your eye on your program and the program eyes on you is most important. That is be possible through the signals. Okay. And especially for the IMGs as a competitive specialization, these are the, I would say these are the weapons for us, or these are the tools for us to keep ourselves shine and secure our entire residency application. All right. Okay, so here is a few database which I want to tell you so that you'll be having a clarity what exactly to do, how to do. So the first very important point is you first need to know what are the top IMG friendly states. Because if you are thinking that I'll be going to get a opportunity in Washington DC, or I'll be getting in Virginia, or I'll be getting in South Carolina, so there are very limited opportunities for you. Okay. So when we talk about, so New York comes on the first place, then is Pennsylvania. Last year, Michigan played a very impactful role as an IMG friendly state. Then we have a Texas, Florida, New Jersey. These are the top six states. I would say you can add Georgia as well. You can add this Indiana as well. You can also add your Pennsylvania, Florida as well. That is there. And you can obviously add Illinois, that is a Chicago top choice of an IMG, right? So few of the states, if you add, you'll be having 10-15 states of a bulk which you're gonna apply, okay, as a geographical preference. Now let us talk about the region and state. So one is called Middle Atlantic, which comes under New York, New Jersey, and can you name them? What is PA stands for? Quick drop. The highest volume of IMGs matched and a concentration of IMG friendly programs only. So a lot of programs are very IMG friendly. Lot of programs do only accept IMGs only. So this becomes a very impactful, I would say the particular region of placing you as the top choice of your geographical preference. So whosoever you are planning for, whether you are an IMG or you are a Caribbean one or anyone, you first need to apply for Middle Atlantic as your geographical preference. I'll come down how this looks like, what is exactly the section in your ERAS and how to do all of those things. Okay. Then you have East, North, Central. Then you have Illinois, Ohio, and Michigan. So strong IMG rate, especially Michigan and the regional opportunities. So in these locations, you'll be getting most of the suburban and rural programs that will help you to be like, see, we as an Indian, or we I would say we as an IMG, we usually do the rural jobs. We do get an opportunity to work over there, and this rural activity helps us to show our strong connection between what they are doing and what we have already done during our med school. And that is what placing us to, get more chances of getting matched, because our job roles or our experiences, whatever we have put out, that aligns to our target. Then we have West South Central Texas. Okay, large healthcare system with a solid IMG acceptance. Then we have a South Atlantic, Florida and Georgia. High IMG volume, especially in Florida. GA is growing. So basically Georgia, a lot of programs are there. They are also now accepting the IMGs as well. Few more states are there, I would say. As I mentioned you, that few of the other opportunities also you can figure it out. Like Massachusetts is also there, Ohio is also there. Ohio is already mentioned. So this Minnesota is also there, but limited opportunities are there. So how it will gonna work out is, so let's do one thing. You simply check your program list. So you, whatever the program list that you have already made, simply check that. Check which state you have more applications and start selecting your geographical preference accordingly. So that will help you to find your good geographical preference. Okay. So this is a section, I would say this is exactly the section you're gonna see in the main ERAS application portal when you'll be going to select your geographical preference. There's a dialog box which comes with the explanation. So the division section offers the opportunity to communicate your preference or a lack of preference for a particular geographical division. So when they mention lack of preference for a particular geographical division, that means you have another opportunity to write this. I do not have a division preference. So for an example, you have applied in multiple specializations, multiple programs, and you have seen that all the states almost have similar, interest. So what in that case you can do is you can apply that I do not have any divisional preference. I would not personally prefer you to all the applicants. I'm considering an applicant who is not clear to their mind that this is what exactly I want, this is what exactly the program I'm looking at, or these are the locations I'll be, working out in my future residency. In that case, you should only do, otherwise you must have your preference, because you'll not get one preference, you'll get three options total. So out of 5-7 opportunities whatsoever is mentioned, one is Pacific, Mountain, West North Central, East North Central, West South Central is there, Midwest is there, Middle Atlantica is there. So end of the day, a lot of opportunities are there, out of which you just need to keep three options with you and you'll be done with it. And these three options probably cover your 10-12 states where you are actually interested in. Okay. So those are already done with the program list. You guys have a very good idea about those signals as well. So if you are planning for example, family medicine, you have 5 signals. You are planning for internal medicine, you have 12 plus 3, 15 signals. For internal medicine, psychiatry, 2 signals. Neurological surgery, 25 signals. Obstetrics, gynecology, 18 signals. Orthopedics, 30 signals. Your pediatrics, 5 signals. Psychiatry, 10 signals. And transitional position, that is 12 signals, right? So here are certain free resources which we had already uploaded over the YouTube. You guys have, the opportunity to simply Google Program Insider, and you can simply check our free resources. We had done a lot of sessions on program list. We had done on, personal statement and ERAS draft as well. You guys get a complete knowledge about how your entire profile should look like. Keeping it to the detailing and other stuff, if you want to have a personalized session, we have the trainers. These trainers are there to help you out, making your fine tune your entire application, and that will help you to drive your entire cycle for a on a better ground. So I've seen these days, because we are doing a lot of sessions, a lot of trainings is going on, so these days a lot of students are having a lot of gaps. They consider on a one side of a table, they think that this type of a bullet point is good, this type of a detailing paragraph is good, but no, it's not just detailing or a bullet point. It should be, realistic. Point number one, it should be relatable. So if your profile relates to you, it connects to all of your other documents, that is where actually somebody wanna talk to you in the interview round. Okay.